Good morning, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome to What's New Wednesday at Kimberbell on this Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Can you believe that May is around the corner? Literally. Wow. How crazy is that? It's just flown by. So glad to have you here with me today. Let's go ahead and see who's joining me here. Looks like Kathy from rainy Southern Indiana. And hello from Texas, Atlanta, Texas, and that's Annette. Hi, Lisa from sunny and beautiful Colorado, and Dawn from sunny Wisconsin. Let's see. Good morning, Catherine from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Love that. And let's see, Delta from Traverse City, Michigan. Hi, Pam from Illinois, and Kathy from Central Iowa. Patricia from the Adirondacks, Heidi from Snohomish, Washington, and from sunny New Mexico, and the list goes on. All right, everyone. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad you're here today. We've got lots of things to talk about. And then, of course, next I'm heading out to Chicago next week. So we'll talk a little bit about that. All kinds of good stuff going on. Today's show is going to be, well, just a slew of lots of little things maybe. We've got, well, hey, if you've ever wanted to learn how to piece in the hoop, I've got a really good deal for you so that you can learn how to do that. We've also got some new background quilting, of course. What else is on my list today? Oh, we've got a message from Jenny from the blog and a sneak peek of May designs. Oh my gosh, we're going to just go crazy. We're going to talk a little bit about punch needle, in particular, a contest that's coming up that you're not going to want to you're not going to want to miss for sure. And I'm going to show you a project I did with some Star Spangled Beauty fabric, all the things, and then, of course, a really awesome giveaway. So, are you ready to get started? I'm just going to show you what the giveaway is right now because I want you to be stoked for it through the whole thing. How many would like a Star Spangled Beauty ladder quilt fabric kit? You guys, everything fabric-wise is in this, including the backing and the binding and all the things. Someone's going to win that today. So stay tuned because I want you to be here for the whole show. We have lots of fun things to discuss, my friends. All right, let's go ahead. Let me put this one aside here for now. That was your little teaser. But let's go ahead and do some sew and tell. Well, with Kimberbell, yeah, you're like, me. Hey, even if you've already gotten one, who doesn't want a second one, right? Or just for the fabrics. All right, let's go ahead and do a sew and tell, maybe, with Kimberbell in just 1 minute. Here we go. All right, a couple things I chose to spotlight today. One comes from our new friend in Japan. This is from Ayumi in Japan. She says, I thought it would be completed quickly, but it turned out to be a cute item that took a lot of work. I like adding quilting to the back. Oh, Ayumi, this looks so good. You know, your fabrics just made me happy. And that's exactly why I had to choose this, is because I saw that and I went, that screams spring to me. It makes me smile. And I got a chuckle out of your the thought that, you know, it took maybe a little longer than you had hoped. But Ayuki and everyone else out there, we have a saying here at Kimberbell. Remember what it is? Who cares how long cute takes, right? Who cares? If it's cute, it's going to be worth it, right? So very, very nicely done, Ayumi. So glad that you were able to share that with us. And if you are looking for this, this is the Flying to Pieces zipper pouch. You can get it as a download because it is an oldie but a goodie and worth every effort it takes to make that for sure. And you're going to get that in 4 sizes, which is pretty awesome. So check it out. All right, another one that just made me happy was this one because of its bright, fun, spring-like, summer-like colors. And that is from Glenda. She says, another completed project. Life is better in full bloom pillow. It was fun to do. She loves the fuzzy little caterpillar on the bottom right corner, thinking of giving him a name. So cute. Oh, it is so cute, Glenda. Thank you for sharing that. Let's take a closer look at Glenda's pictures here just to give a little spring in our step, literally, right? Life is better in full bloom. This is what you're looking for. And look, you're going to learn all sorts of fun techniques like piecing in the hoops. See those little roses right there smack in the middle? Yeah, right there. That's all pieced in the hoop, which is really cool. You'll make some dimensional leaves like you see there. You'll do some chenille and some fringe coming out from that little watering can. She used the background quilting for this. So look at the very top. Is that the cutest background quilting you ever did see? It matches perfectly with Life is Better in Full Bloom. And then she mentioned the fuzzy little caterpillar in the bottom right corner. We have to get a close-up of that little guy. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Yes. It's so darn cute, isn't it? So it's done with French technique, like you saw there, and it is just really cute. So way to go. Thank you for sharing that. If you're looking for that on our website, this is what you're looking for. Life is Better in Full Bloom. And wouldn't you agree? It absolutely is. Are you enjoying seeing maybe, hopefully, some of the early flowers popping up? Oh, it just makes me happy. Does my heart good. It probably does for you as well. All right. Thank you, ladies, for sharing those designs. It's always fun to see what you guys are making. So keep on posting that over at the Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell page, formerly known as Kimberbellas and Fellas. We also have a punch needle with embroidery, or punch needle with Kimberbell page, punch needle embroidery with Kimberbell. Yeah. That is also available. We'd love to have you join us over there for all the fun. All right. So what is next? Oh, we got some really cute background quilting. Of course, this week we've got 2 different ones to choose from, and they're both large scale, which I know you love. And remember, even if you have a smaller hoop, you can still do large scale quilting. It's pretty awesome. So let's take a look at this one. This is called Sports 10. Sports 10, and it includes all the sports. Well, a lot of them at least. You've got your football there, your soccer ball, your basketball, your baseball. So that is a large scale design for 4 of the sports out there. And boy, my boys would have loved that. And you know what? Even my big guy here, I could see putting together like a fun quilt maybe for Father's Day and then throwing that quilting on it. What do you think? I think that'd be pretty cute. All right, so that's one of them, Sports 10. Yeah, Sports 10. The other one, well, let me back up. So that Sports 10, you see it on a navy blue fabric, which means it's going to be perfect for clear blue tiles. And you're going to get not only clear blue tiles quilting for all over quilting, but you're also going to get block by block quilting with that all in one download in all the sizes. It's awesome. And it goes anywhere from a 4x4 to a 10x16 with the large scale. So pretty great. Now, another large scale design that is available this week is for block by block quilting only. You'll see why here in just a minute, that you wouldn't want to use clear blue tiles with it. Okay. And that is because it is this like a wood grain look. And can you imagine trying to match up all those lines? Is just not going to happen. But to do that as a background of a block would look pretty amazing, right? So I absolutely love that. That is called Wood One, which is a wood grain design, and it's perfect for block by block quilting in the background. So anyway, there you go. Your 2 new designs, background quilting designs for the week. Pretty awesome. Now, of course, don't forget, if you haven't picked up Star Spangled Beauty background quilting yet, it's not too late for that either to save 25% off now through, I believe it's May 9th. So if you haven't gotten that yet, you just may want to pick that up while you're at it. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk about, well, let's before I move on, let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. I love to have a conversation, if you will, with you guys. Oh yes, Lisa says the wood grain would be awesome on a woodland creature quilt. Absolutely. Yep. Susie and Virginia are also both loving that wood grain design. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a fun one. And it's one that it would be kind of tough to do on your own, but on your embroidery machine, no big deal, right? Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Where did it go? Okay. Liz wants to know, is there large scale patriotic quilting? That's a good question. I think there are some large scale stars that would be perfect for patriotic quilting. And there's probably even more. Oh, there's all the armed forces. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. Just go to the background quilting section and then click on themes, I believe, and you can click on 4th of July, and that will bring up all of them for you. All right. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Can you show the wood grain again, please? Absolutely, Joyce. I'd be happy to. Let's take a look at that. There it is, the wood grain. I love it. All the knots in that wood. Very cool. And then, of course, this is Sports 10. All right. So we've had a lot going on, and we're at the end of April. And I just want to remind you that Jenny from the blog, who writes the Kimberbell blog, has put together some pretty awesome articles for you, always, of course, but especially during the month of April. So I loved when our social media team said, "Hey, let's have Jenny tell us what some of those blog posts were all about." Because if you haven't seen them yet, or read them, I think you're going to want to, and you're definitely going to be inspired. So here's a little message from our friend Jenny about what you can expect on the last few weeks of the blog. And then we're going to put a link to the blog here as well. So Jenny, take it away.
Hey everybody, it's Jenny from Kimberbell, and I just wanted to invite you to check out the blog for the month of April. I've got a lot of fun articles to read, including one about the Star Spangled Beauty ladder quilt and how awesome that quilt is, and I'll show you all the fun details about that quilt. I have an article about the blank punch needle kits, and those are so much fun. You can have a lot of creativity and a really good time with those. I have an article about using up your fabric scraps and which kind of projects are best for scraps. That's a lot of fun. I also have articles on the Me Time Delivered subscriptions, including the Perfectly Pieced block, which you won't want to miss, the new addition to the collectible Christmas Return to Bethlehem nativity scene, which also don't want to miss, and I have the new Hoop Studio project, which you are really going to love. It's going to blow your mind. Really, really cool, especially for Mother's Day. I also go over the Sew Timeless Bella box, which was just released. That is sold out now, but you still might want to read it because it'll give you an idea of what kind of projects go in a Bella box in case you're considering a future subscription. Anyway, I hope you'll join me on the blog. Please leave me a comment if you do, and we'll catch you then. Thanks. Hey everybody.
There we go. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, don't you feel like I told this to Jenny actually just this morning. I said, you know what, Jenny? I think that you come across as someone that we could all be like best friends with. Wouldn't you agree? Like, she's one of my dearest friends in the whole wide world. And what you see is what you get, with Jenny. So whether you're watching her on a video like that or you're reading her words on the blog, just think of her as like your new best friend or your neighbor next door who's telling you all the fun things, what's coming up, what you can do with older designs, what are some tips and tricks for machine embroidery, all the things, punch needle. She's got you, and she's got you over on the blog. So if you go over there and read any of her articles, be sure to leave her a comment because I know she will write you back. She's pretty awesome. So there you have it. We do have a blog, and sometimes we just need to remind you that it's there for you. So thank you, Jenny, for helping us with that. Okay. Oh, I love this. Mary Ellen, she says she is so positive and upbeat, a great teacher. Absolutely. And Liz says, love her blogs, always learn something new. I do too. Absolutely. Okay. So, with that being said about April, we are now going into May, like tomorrow, right? I think it's tomorrow. It's May 1st. And so here we go. How about a little sneak peek on some things that are happening in May? Thanks to our social media team, I grabbed these images because I thought, oh my gosh, there's so much happening, whether it's through Kimberbell or through Me Time. It's just fun, right? So let's take a look. The first thing that's up on docket is this one from Perfectly Pieced. Oh, you guys. So cute. So cute. This is piecing in the hoop, and it is a bird. And not only a bird, but I'd like to consider it the Kimberbell bird, right? You know, the little Kimberbell bird that makes its appearance in quilts and pillows and even the little event early bird pins. Oh, yeah, we've got him now pieced and with a little applique wing there. Oh, my goodness. Perfectly pieced. It comes out May 1st, it looks like, or ready to subscribe May 1st. For this little birdie block, and it is cute, isn't it? Okay, now if that didn't get you excited enough, or let's just add to the excitement, shall we? How about how many of you guys are doing the Mystery Quilt 2025, the digital dealer exclusives Mystery Quilt, which we call Wallflower for good reason? Well, there's another block coming out tomorrow, and I'm not going to show it to you because it's a mystery, and I keep my promises. You're not going to get a look at it even one day before, but we're going to give you a hint. That's all you got, my friends. That's all you got. So starting tomorrow, the digital dealer exclusive mystery quilt block might have something to do with that. Right there. That's all you're going to get. How many of you guys are doing the mystery quilt? I know so many of you are because you're posting your pictures and I'm loving it. I love every single one of them that comes through. You guys are having so much fun with those mystery blocks, right? And oh, it's a lot of fun. And you guys, you know what I'm going to say? It's never too late to join the mystery. If you are thinking, all right, you got me, I was sitting on the fence and now I'm just going to go for it, it's not too late. So find a shop who is participating in Digital Dealer Exclusives because it is exclusive through the Quilt Shop channel, but they can do it either in their store or even virtually online, which is pretty awesome, which means no matter where you're at in this big wide world, you can participate in the mystery. Can I just give you a little hint about something that I've been working on? Well, that our team has been working on. There's a lot going on behind the scenes for next year's mystery quilt. I'm not going to tell you the theme quite yet. Maybe we'll tell you the theme on Kimberbell Day. How's that? But it's going to be a fun one and you're not going to want to miss it. Just saying. All right. So there you go. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about? Oh, the other things for May. I got a little sidetracked there. Squirrel. Anyone else have squirrel moments? Let me see where I was at. Okay, so we got the perfectly pieced bird. We've got the mystery quilt also starting tomorrow. How many of you are doing Return to Bethlehem, which is through Me Time subscription, and you get a little piece like of the nativity all the way through the year so that at the end you have this gorgeous scene. It's phenomenal. Those of you who are participating in it are loving it. Again, not too late to get in on it, but look what this month's is going to be. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. May 10th, that's coming to you. And you're going to absolutely love how those wise men are standing up with a little trick on the embroidery machine, little extra step on the embroidery machine. Pretty darn cool, right? So that is coming up. Love it. Okay, how about a little bit of punch needle next week? Yes, next week, May 7th, May punch needle. And boy, those are cute. Those are going to be part of, well, they are perfect for any time of, or for decorating through the summer, 4th of July, or anytime you want a little Americana in your life, which we all love. But I have the actual ones here that I might as well just show you right now, because a picture, it looks cute, but oh my gosh, wait till you see it in person. We'll talk about it more next week from Chicago. But these match perfectly with Star Spangled Beauty ladder quilt. Look at those. So there you've got some fabrics going on with that, some ribbons. These are the same ribbons that are part of the Star Spangled Beauty quilt, ladder quilt. And then you've got this fun cupcake one. And look at the sparklers that are sticking out of the cupcake. How cute is that? That's like one of my favorite fabrics from this line. Right there is the cupcake liner. And guys, this one comes together in one set. You get 2 for 1. My friends. So there you go. That's some fun decorating, whether you hanging it on a wall or put it on a little easel. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, so these are coming out next week. Also this one, so excited about this one. Okay, talk about Americana and all things quilting. Look at that. And again, those are 3 of the fabrics from our new fabric line. And then you've got this fun look to a satin stitch. And then you've got the quilt block there. You've got a little bit of sparkle in there too that will come in your kit, and it comes on a 10-inch frame. So if you want to keep it on the frame, that's awesome. Or if you want to just turn it into a pillow, you can do that too. Lots of ways to use that one. And then finally, I'm not going to say it's my favorite from the collection because honestly, I love them all, but I really like this one. And this is Americana Cowgirl, my friends. And look how darling that is. Again, this is the Star Spangled Beauty fabric right there. And then we've got some bling in those flowers, all of the things. I think that is darling. And this one comes on an 8-inch frame, So anyway, there you have it. That's coming out. Now, as if that wasn't enough for May. Oh no, we've got more. How about some in the hoop machine embroidery crossbody bags kits? Okay, that's a mouthful, I know, but look how cute these are. This is a web exclusive, I believe, and it's called the Betsy bag. It's a machine embroidery kit. So not only are you going to get the files for that, but also the hardware, the strapping, the fabric for it, the zipper, all the things to make that darling Betsy bag that comes out May 14th as an online exclusive, as well as this one. I think you're going to want both because how do you choose? Look at this bag. This is the Eleanor. I love what they named these. The Betsy, the Eleanor. This is the Eleanor. And don't you love that navy blue twill fabric right there? Oh, it's gorgeous. So again, you're going to get everything you need to make that project in a project kit the files, and then the strapping, the hardware, the zipper, the fabric, all the things, and of course the files themselves. So if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure I'm loving that fabric, or maybe I want to make more of that design with my own fabrics, then you absolutely can, because you'll have the digital files as well. So that's coming out May, did I say 14th? Oh yeah, May 14th. All right. We're still going, guys. How about this one? How many of you are part of Hoop Studio? That's the word. Hoop Studio. I know you're loving Hoop Studio projects. This one is coming your way, and it is darling in person. We've talked about it before here on What's New Wednesday, but take a look at this. Oh my gosh, May 20th, you can look forward to this little guy, and it is stunning. It's a square-shaped little tray, and I absolutely love that. And it's in these really pretty navy blues and reds and greens. And while it has like maybe a little nod to summer and 4th of July, those colors I think would look perfect in your home any time of the year. It's also going to come with the fabric and the bead and all the things, the rope, everything you need to make that. I think it's darling, and what a cute size of a tray. So it's a square tray, really, really cute stuff. Okay. And then finally in May, at the end of May, this might look a little familiar to some of you who've been with us for a long time, but I'm excited to introduce you to something we're calling Kimberbell Classic Volume 1. Now, how many of you probably 7 years ago, at least, maybe 7, 8 years ago? Let me see. Yeah, you might have participated in an early event called now I can't remember what it's called. Someone from Kimberbell, let me know. But it wasn't. That's how long ago it was. It was a long time ago, and it was a kind of a patriotic themed event, and we had 3 or 4 different projects, and then we had a bonus CD. Well, Kimberbell Classics are coming your way, and they're only going to come out maybe once a quarter, and they're going to be older projects, but we know a lot of you are brand new to Kimberbell, and you didn't get to participate in Kimberbell events back then. So what we've done is we pulled out, you're not going to get the whole event. So if you want the whole kit and caboodle, right? You want the whole thing, of course, with all the fabrics and everything needed to make these projects, then you take the event, right? But if you want to wait 7 years in this case, then we have pulled out 2 of the projects and 1 of the bonus designs to create something we call Kimberbell Classic. So you're not seeing all the designs in that little teaser, but just know it's coming. It's going to be a really low price point for you, and your shops out there are going to kit up maybe even their own fabrics for something like this, or you can pull from your stash and all kinds of things. So we want to see you reimagine some of these projects, or do them exactly the way they were done before, but in new fabrics probably, because those fabrics probably don't exist anymore from that long ago, and have fun doing a little bit of Kimberbell, no matter how new you are, or maybe you've been around with us for a long time but never had a chance to take that event. So you are going to get just a sampling, I would say, of some of the projects that came from that event. You don't get all of them, but I think you're going to have a whole lot of fun with Kimberbell Classics. Again, a really low price point for that, but it's just going to be fun. Star Spangled Celebration. Thank you, Kim Yanko. That's what it was, Star Spangled Celebration. All right. Okay. Oh, good. Patty, thank you. She says, great idea to bring back the classics. I didn't know about Kimberbell 7 years ago. Awesome. So glad to hear that. And Patty, welcome to the fun. Welcome to the crazy fun. All right. So you'll see that more towards the end of the month. What's new for May? All right. Now I saved the deal of the week this week to talk about now because I kind of switched things up for an idea. I wanted to give you another idea of how to use this week's deal of the week. Okay. So, how many of you love piecing in the hoop? Piecing in the hoop. You know, you're trying to get that perfect quarter inch. You need everything to line up just so. And you try it on your sewing machine and it's not always quite what you're hoping for, right? Well, when you piece in the hoop, that means you are going to have perfect points every time. In fact, you can piece in the hoop and you can quilt in the hoop and all the things, right? You know that by now. So we have, of course, the box subscription through MeTime called Perfectly Pieced. And you know that that comes every month. I know quite a few of you are part of that program. But you get this beautiful coral box in the mail, probably just makes you happy, right? When you see that come through. And in that box, you literally have, oh my gosh, it's so darn cute. You've got all these fabrics and things to make projects with, okay? And so every now and then we have, we make a certain amount of these boxes, and then if we have any left over come months, years later, like this one I think was from 2 years ago, and if they're still sitting in the warehouse, then we want to give you a really good deal on selling out the rest of what's left, okay? Because then you're going to try it and you're going to say, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. I want to do more piecing in the hoop type of projects, right? So this one, yeah, it is from 2 years ago. This is the June 2023 project box. And let me show you quickly what's in it. Now, Cassie talked about this on Monday's Don't Miss Monday. And so she showed you some of the projects with it. But I will say that we had 3 different boxes available on Monday. As of today, only 2 of those are still available. So I'm only going to talk real briefly about the 2 that are still available. And then I'm going to show you a project I made with one of them, but in a whole new colorway with Star Spangled Beauty fabric. So here we go. When you get this, of course, you're going to get this little card that tells you, what the fabrics are. They've curated these fabrics from all different fabric lines and companies. But look how gorgeous this fabric is. Okay, you've got, so if you even just like the fabric, now is a good time to get this because you're going to get it for only $24, you guys. You're going to get the fabrics, the design files, all the things, right? You get some thread, you get, well, I'll just show you here in just a minute. Ooh, look at that pinstripe there. Love it. Okay, so you get all these things to make these projects. Now, let me show you a couple of pictures to kind of set the stage here. Here's what, the box looks like, full of good stuff. You always get blocks in 4 different sizes. You get these blocks in a 2-inch size, 4, 6, and 8-inch size. You also get background quilting in all the different sizes for these blocks. It's just really awesome. You get 2 different background quilting designs. You get an all over design if you want to use clear blue tiles with it. And then you also get like a block by block design that's specific for the project. So let's take a look at one of the possible projects you can make from this kit. Isn't that stunning? It just reminds me of like those blue dishes, right? That we all know and love. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is an idea that they used for making it into a pillow. And then here are some other ideas. They made a couple of different pillows just by changing up what size of blocks they put together for this. And then there's always a special project, which always blows me away what this team comes up with for the special project. But in this month, it is this darling little backpack, cinch bag. type thing. And you'll even get, not only do you get like the fabrics, right, to make any of those projects that you wish, but you're also going to get, in this case, the cording for that bag if you want to make it. You'll also get a spool of glide thread to match, and the full color printed instructions. Okay, and then you're also going to get all kinds of other printable resources in your download as well. So step-by-step instructions will always be part of making that block. And then you decide, okay, well, I want to make it into a pillow, or I want to make it into a tabletop, or I want to make it into this special project. Whatever it is, they've got you covered with additional instructions that are part of your download. Okay, so there's what the block ends up looking like. But what I love about Perfectly Pieced is they show you like all these different, different ways of rotating them and putting them together to make something totally unique. So again, if you're just loving the block itself and you're thinking, gosh, I would just make an entire quilt out of that one block, this is the perfect time to get it and try it out, because it's only $24. You guys, there's probably more than $24 worth of stuff of just fabric alone in something like this. I don't know the exact numbers, but it is really a good deal. Plus, again, all the design files, the background quilting. I mean, you think about, okay, let's think about this. The background quilting alone, just for those designs, would be around $24. So now you've got the fabrics, and you've got a special project, and you've got the full color instructions and thread. Wow, what a deal. Okay, but it's only good while supplies last. So if you're interested in that, these are part of the deal of the week at Kimberbell. So you just go to kimberbell.com, you go to deals of the week, and there are 2 boxes remaining, like I said, including this June 2023 box. Okay, now let me show you real quick in person some of those projects that you can make with that, because it's always better to see in person than up close, right? So let's take a look at what you've got in here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this, because can you imagine piecing a 2-inch block like that? I don't think so. Holy cow. And then here's what the 4-inch block looks like. And then a 6-inch. And then finally an 8-inch. So you've got options, right? I love these little like half moons. To me, it kind of looks like a lemon as well. So I think that's really pretty, that little pop of yellow against the blue and white. Here is another idea for what they did with a few of the different blocks. So again, just by tossing and turning those blocks, it's amazing what ends up happening with that. Okay. Here's one. This looks like it uses maybe the 4-inch block. There we go. And this they actually turned into a pillow, so you could put a pillow form in there. Just beautiful, right? And again, all that background quilting comes with it. You've got the fun stripe. Oh my gosh, I'm dying over those stripes. Really cute stuff. So this one, let's see, this one I think used the 2-inch block, it looked like. This one used the 4-inch block. But really, I mean, the possibilities are endless, as we say, right? This one looks like it's using the 8-inch block. And again, you don't have to use like the yellow as that little half circle. They use the yellow as the outer border and then use the stripes. So there's so many different possibilities with this. Then here, I mean, look at that bag. How cute is that? With the Perfectly Pieced blocks, I'm absolutely dying over this one. That is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. And it's fully aligned. You guys, I don't know how they come up with this stuff, but I'm so glad they do, because that is really, really darling. And quilted? Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the special project. But you decide which ones you want to do, right? And then, okay, this is cute. I don't know. Wow. I guess our team put this together too. I just saw this for the first time. But They put Cannon Beach 2023 and they use their own fabrics to make it look as if it was like the water and a sunset, and with the sun setting. Okay, whoever did that from Kimberbell, let me know, because that is darling. What a great idea for using that block. They used the exact same block from this project, but now created a keepsake with it. Clever, clever, clever. So there you go. Again, 24 bucks. I don't even know what it is normally, but I think it's at least probably double, maybe double that. Anyway, but that of course is what we have left in stock. Okay, so that's the first one that we still have left. Now I want to show you the second one that we still have left. Oh yeah, you guys are loving that. Stunning. Oh, Cindy says it might be sold out June 2020. Oh, June 2024 is sold out. This is June 2023. So whew, we're good on that one, I think. All right. Head over to Kimberbell to find out under deals of the week. Okay, now this one I'm really excited about, because this one, let me pull it out. This one here that we still have is September 2024. Okay, there's your card letting you know all the things that are included. Let me pull it up here. Let's see. Okay, now this was to be more of like a fall-ish project. Okay, so in this box, you're going to have more fall-like colors. In fact, one of the fabrics I'll show you up close has some little jack-o'-lanterns in it, which is so cute. But again, look at the possibilities with something like this. So cute. This is what we would call a wonky block. So like a wonky log cabin block. How fun, right? And you're doing this on your embroidery machine. And then the special project is this fun little pillow that they made with the 2-inch little blocks around the border. But the inside is that cool tree that actually is a bonus file for you. It has the little pumpkin there on it. It's got the little bats on it. And it's so perfect for Halloween, right? But I want to show you how I changed it up to work for right now in just a minute, okay? I use Star Spangled Beauty fabric, and I'm so excited to show you. But let me first show you what's in this box, because even if you're thinking, gosh, well, Halloween's down the road, and I'm not sure if I need that now. Oh, you'll want it now, because you can get it for the whole box with all the things for $24 this week while supplies last. But look at the fabrics that are in there. Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore this one. It's got little moons and stars, okay? And then we've got a gorgeous like deep plum purplish color right there. So again, very fall-like, very, Halloween-like. There's a fun little pattern there. Okay, this one is, okay, I'm just going to have to open this up a little bit more. Look how stinking cute that fabric is. The little florals, but then the cute little jack-o'-lanterns. Are you kidding me? Darling, right? Okay, that's in there. And then you've got a fun polka dot background that has little black polka dots and little orange polka dots. And then you've got some more like grays and deeper grays. Okay, so that's part of it. But you also, let's see, what else is in here? You also get a pillow form. This is an 8x8-inch pillow form because of the special project. So I'll show you that here in a minute. Of course, you get a spool of glide thread, which we love. Oh, this one comes with a fun little collectible button on the wonky log cabin block as well. And of course, full color instructions, right? Now, again, these instructions are going to teach you how to make the block itself, and then all the coordinating instructions for the project you want to pick are going to be found in the download, right? They're going to go automatically to your library. Let's take a look at what those projects look like for fall. But don't think just because it's fall that you can't get this now, because trust me, you're going to want to. Here we go. Here's the different size blocks. Can you imagine doing that 2 by 2 inch block on your sewing machine? I don't think so. Not without a lot of swear words and tears, maybe. Right? That is phenomenal. And look how cute the background quilting is that they put on top of that. So darling, right? Okay, so that's the 2 inch. This is the 4 inch. Yep. This is the 6 inch. Again, you can, toss your fabrics however you wish. And this is the 8 inch. All right. Now, you also get this cool background quilting that's like, this one would be considered like a block by block because it's going to go directly on top of that should you want to do it like that. Or there's also an all over background quilting design that's also included in this. Okay, look at the special project. So cute. 2 inch blocks, you guys. I am dying over these. That is so stinking cute. Am I right? Look at that. And then you get the extra bonus file to stitch out this little tree and the pumpkin and the little bats. So cute. Now, you know what I'm going to say? Picture this in other fabrics, because once you did like a wonky log cabin around the outside border, you could put any design you wanted in the middle of this 4.5 by 4.5 inch block. So think Christmas, think 4th of July, think of Valentine's. Switch up your fabrics. You've got the files now, and now you choose any design you wish to put in that center block. Okay? So that's pretty cool. I want this for Halloween, but I also want the files so that I can use them for any time of the year, right? Now, the other thing, oh, look at this one. Okay, this is so much prettier in person. Oh my gosh. Look at that quilting that you get with it. Okay, so that is looks like this might be the 6 inch size. Okay. And this, it looks like they also turned into a pillow, should you want to do it like that. Okay. Or you could do a table topper. This is showing what background quilting designs come with it. Okay. This is your all over, which I think is awesome. I mean, look how it's just kind of a little more masculine, geometric. I love it. So that also comes in there. Again, $24 total, guys. And then, ooh, look at this one done with a 4 inch block. Okay, are you picturing the fabrics you could use for a wonky block like this? Well, I did, because last night I came home from work, you guys. I'm not kidding. Last night. You know how like Jen and Tori or whoever is whoever is talking about perfectly pieced boxes or any me time boxes, and they always end with something like at the end of their show they'll say, now go and enjoy yourself some well-deserved me time. Oh, I took them up on that last night. I came home from a long day at work and I said, you know what, I think I'm going to go and enjoy myself a little bit of me time, literally. And I did, because I was so inspired by this wonky cabin block. I thought, okay, I want this box just for those Halloween fabrics. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, look at that fabric. On the back of that. Okay, so cute. I want it for that, but I could not wait to get started on it now. And I wasn't quite ready to be thinking Halloween. On my mind is 4th of July and the new Star Spangled Beauty fabric and all the things. So I'm thinking, okay, Kim, you had a long day at work. You then had to make some dinner. You had to get in a walk. But now you need some well-deserved me time. That's right, Cindy. We all deserve A little me time. So I did. And I took our Star Spangled Beauty fabrics that I know a lot of you guys have now from your local quilt shops. And I made what was this with 4th of July fabrics or a 4th of July color scheme. So I'm not quite done with it yet, guys. Oh, I will tell you, I pieced all of this in the hoop last night. And I didn't use the block by block quilting for it because I wanted to do this an all over quilting design with clear blue tiles after it was all pieced. So I will say that. Look how gorgeous that turned out. I can't take credit for this. I mean, the machine did this. And the hardest part of doing this was actually choosing which fabrics I was going to wear, because there's so many different cute fabrics in Star Spangled Beauty, right? So now I have this darling table topper that is ready to be placed on my table. And I cannot wait. I'm going to I'm thinking either like maybe just a nice big old vase of flowers smack in the center would be so cute, right? But then I'm thinking, well, during our 4th of July celebrations, how cute would it be to have like a little cake stand, a little platter, or maybe it's your tiered tray or something smack in the middle of a topper like this, and then decorate that, or put like a big old cake or cupcakes on top of a tiered tray come, that 4th of July celebration. All right. So yeah, Lisa, she says, so you didn't quilt as you did the block? No, I just pieced it. Didn't do any of the prior quilting. And then that pieced top, I did clear blue tiles quilting. You guys, look, even the back is so pretty, right? Boy, I could turn this on the front or the back. It's so cute. This shows you that I still did not get done the binding, but I'm pretty darn close. So I pieced this all in the hoop. It was so fast. I'm not kidding when I say it probably took me maybe an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour once I chose what fabrics I was going to put on here. Okay. Because I did the 8-inch size on this one and I only had to make 4 blocks. So it was super easy. Right. And then this morning I woke up and I did my background quilting with clear blue tiles. Okay. Clear blue tiles, it's like a stamp. If you put it there and it lands there, that's also where your background quilting is going to land. So all I had to do was take this and put my blue tiles on there and quilt it. So that's what I did this morning. I think I started about 8:30 my time, and I was done with the quilting by 9 o'clock. Okay. So there you go. So darling. And then I still had time before What's New Wednesday to hurry up and sew on my binding so that, after this show, I'm going to hand bind it to the back. Are you dying over this gingham? I'm dying over it. Okay. That is so, so pretty, right? So I knew I wanted it in 2 places. I said, okay, I want it as part of the block itself. And then I also want it as the binding because that is just too precious. So there you go, guys. See how simple it was? Now, the other thing that I was so excited about that actually took me a long time to figure out is just what background quilting do I want to use for this? Because we have a lot of choices, right? But I remembered that when this one came out, I think it's called Floral. I wrote it down just in case you guys wanted to know. I think it's called Floral 14. Let me see where I put it. I put it somewhere. Anyway, we have a link there. But as soon as this one came out, I think, Floral 16. I knew that I wanted to do something with that. I didn't know what yet. But then when I was thinking about, okay, what am I going to quilt it with this morning? I went, Floral 16. This is going to be perfect for that. There you go. That's what I quilted it with this morning. Got it bound. almost 50% done. And now I just have to just stitch on the binding, which is like my favorite part of any quilt, is actually doing the binding. I love it. I love it. It's kind of like that Zen moment. Okay. So let's take a quick look at that background quilting video just filmed this morning, because we all need a little Zen in our lives right now, right? Let this be your moment of Zen where you just watch the machine do its background quilting magic. Let's take a look. Pretty cool, right? I'm having offers of you guys sending me things to bind for you. Absolutely. Hey, I've got a long flight to Chicago at the end of this week. I got you. I'm bringing punch needle on the plane and some binding projects. You gotta use your time wisely, right? All right. So yeah, isn't that beautiful? Again, I want this box of fabric because I'm dying over how gorgeous the fabrics are for fall. But right now, I want to use those files that are going to automatically come in your library. And you can and make something with Star Spangled Beauty. Again, you'll find this fabric at your local quilt shop. So pretty, right? But then think about all the other fabrics and really dig into your stash too, because I'm sure there's all kinds of color combinations you'll come up with. I can't wait to see your pictures. Will you promise me to post? If you make something like this, promise me you'll post the pictures. And now what I'm thinking, I've got a cute table topper. I want to make a cute little pillow out of the same fabrics. So now I'm thinking, okay, same fabrics for the border. And then I'm going to look at the Star Spangled Beauty ladder quilt and choose one of the blocks that would fit in a 4x4 and put that smack in the middle. Boom. You got 4th of July done, right? Okay, so there is that. Now, someone asked, someone asked about not using batting. Did you put the bat? Okay, Barbara, let's see. Did you put the batting in as you pieced the blocks? I did not, because again, I wanted this to, I did one block at a time, 4 times, right? So what I did is I just hooped my stabilizer, my light mesh cutaway my light mesh cutaway in this case. And then I skipped the first 2 steps that would normally have you do like your batting placement and batting tack down. I skipped that. And then I went right to the piecing. So I pieced just on top of the stabilizer itself. Then I took those 4 blocks, sewed them together in a 4 patch, and then I used all over quilting with clear blue tiles to quilt this. You could do it with larger hoops, you could do it with smaller hoops, but it's all the same scale. Okay, so anyway, and you don't know where it stopped and ended. No measuring, you guys. This is why I could do it so fast this morning. I'm telling you, like literally 8:30, I was quilting this morning. And because I didn't have to measure anything, I didn't have to line up lines from one end of line to the next line. I didn't have to print out any designs to then lay on here. All I had to use was my clear blue tile, boom, and quilt it. Pretty easy stuff. All right. Oh, Jackie, a girl after my own heart. She says, I love hand stitching my binding. I do too. Yes, you could machine bind it all the way through, but there's something about hand binding that, I don't know, call me crazy. I just love. Jackie and I, we just love it, right? All right, guys. Well, we're getting to the end of our show. I do want to tell you a real quick thing that I'm really excited about before we end and before I give away that fabric kit. Okay. And that is, it has been so fun to see you guys doing punch needle, maybe even for the first time, because you know that if you got the Bella box, which is now sold out, but if you got it, you got a free punch needle kit in there just as a bonus. It's not even part of the Bella box officially. It was just a bonus to say, hey, try this out, see if you like it. Well, you guys are loving it, which is so fun. It's music to my ears when I read your comments and see your pictures, like this one from Joyce. She said she really enjoyed keeping her hands busy for about 2 hours during a TV show last night. She's going to hang this in her sewing room along with her Oh So Delightful. She loves the project, and I love it too, Joyce. It looks so good. And then this one came from Sharon. She says, now my Bella box is complete. The punch needle was such a happy bonus for me. I love it. And I love, Sharon, I know you love purples. And so you changed your machine to be a purple applique fabric instead of the blue one that came. And it looks awesome. It looks perfect for your sewing room too. So what's kind of exciting is 2 things I want to share with you. Is that if you're thinking, okay, I now see what all the hype is about punch needle, then I've got some good news for you. We've got the punch needle kits coming out next week, right? We've got those, but we've also got, some of our other ones that we've had leading up to this. Oh, by the way, this punch needle is already pre-printed on the cloth for you. So that's exciting news for many of you as well. But if you've ever wanted to try your hand at doing another type of punch needle project with maybe a design of your own, or maybe to duplicate one that you've already done from Kimberbell and you want to make 2 or 3 of them, well, guess what? We've heard you, and we have a limited number of these kits available that we would consider blank kits. That means there's no design with it. It's just if you want the punch needle tool and the needles and the threaders and the frames and the monk's cloth and all the things, we do have some that you can purchase for a really great price. When I first started punch needle, I was looking all over everywhere for something like this, and it was expensive when I finally found them, and I didn't get all the things. I was just buying basically a frame or the monk's cloth. You're getting all of it. So if you're looking to design your own or to create, multiples of one, you can. In fact, let's take a look at some of them that our team did. I think Jenny did this one, and this is actually one of the florals in our fabric line. And again, just by using her own blanks of punch needle project, she could do that. I believe Caitlin did this one, and she just took, the letter K, put some florals on there. How beautiful is that, right? I believe Caitlin also did this little rocket ship, which I thought was so adorable. So again, the designs don't come with it, but it is the blank, which means it's open for all kinds of possibilities. So check that out. We're not going to always sell that, but we did have some remaining that we weren't using, and we said, well, we might as well see if you guys like that. So there you go. We'll put a link in the notes to all those blank kits as well as our regular kits. And then finally, I want to tell you about a new contest that's coming up. I think it might even be starting tomorrow. Watch for details. But hot off the press, my friends, this just in from our team. They wanted to let you know about a super fun competition during the month of May that they're calling the Punchies. Think the Grammys and the Emmys, the Tonys. Oh no, this is the Punchies. And when our marketing team gets behind something called the Punchies, it's going to be awesome. right? So this has a punch needle twist. There's 5 different categories that you can choose to enter in, and there are some big, big prizes. So you're going to want to get a Kimberbell punch needle kit wherever Kimberbell punch needle kits are sold, whether they're at your local quilt shop or online or at kimberbell.com. You're going to want to get one of those, and then they're going to give you a list of categories that you can choose to enter that into. And then you will post a picture and all the things. Everyone's going to be entered into these drawings for the different categories. It's just going to be a whole lot of fun. Jen and I will be doing the Punchy Awards at the end of May, which I told them, yes, I will do it under one condition. They said, Kim, will you host the Punchy Awards? I said, yeah, sure, but do not make me wear a sparkly dress, okay? They said, okay, Kim, we won't make you wear, sparkles. No fancy dress. I don't do fancy, okay? But so Jen and I will come on and be able to present the awards for the different themes. There's also a category where you don't have to purchase. No purchase is necessary to enter. You'll just fill out a form and you'll be entered as well. So whether you want to, buy a punch needle kit from Kimberbell and enter that way, or still be entered, but no purchase necessary, you can do that. But someone's also going to win like a $200 shopping spree to Kimberbell, all kinds of things. So to find out all the information in the coming days, maybe even starting tomorrow, I'm not sure, but join our Punch Needle with Kimberbell group. I'm sure they'll post it on the regular Kimberbell page too, but join our group and you can be entered, or you'll know all the details about how to enter, what the categories are, and it's just going to be a whole lot of fun, you guys. And I know our team is going to come through with some really cool stuff on the punchies. Hey, maybe we'll turn that into an annual thing. Who knows? Just like the Grammys. And no red carpet is necessary either, or orange carpet, should we say, for Kimberbell. All right. So there you have it, guys. Lots of fun stuff going on. We want you to be part of all of it. Now, to enter to win, where did it go? Oh, someone's going to win this thanks to our friends at Maywood Studio. They said, hey, would you like a fabric kit to give away? Yes, please, and thank you. Someone's going to win this fun fabric kit to make either Star Spangled Beauty ladder quilts or maybe all kinds of other projects. Hey, you probably have all the fabrics you need to make something like this, or whatever your heart's desire with the Star Spangled Beauty fabric. Thank you, Maywood Studio, for donating this for a giveaway. We're really excited. So how to enter. Let's do this. Let me know which May project you're looking forward to the most. Remember, we did a whole line of May projects coming up. I will give you a quick overview again. If you are looking forward to the bird project with Perfectly Pieced, or maybe it's the Digital Dealer exclusive block for May, which comes out tomorrow. Maybe it's Collectible Christmas, or it's the 4th of July themed punch needle projects. Maybe it's the Betsy bag, or is it the Eleanor bag project kit? Maybe it's the square tray from Hoop Studio, or finally, some of the Kimberbell classics from 7-ish years ago. Whatever it may be, let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to in May, and you'll be entered to win this. We will announce the winner, of course, on Friday morning on our Facebook page, and there you go. All right. Now, our team, let me know if we still have these left. Let me know if we still have Perfectly Pieced boxes left, because once again, those are only available till they sell out, and then they are gone. Okay, so this first one was, where did my card go? It was like June 2023, and it was like the one with the half moon blocks. And then this one was September 2024 with the Halloween themed, but then turned 4th of July themed, if you wish. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, Kim says, I'm starting. Oh, where did you go, Kim? That was fun to see. She says, I'm starting my punch needle from the Bella box while listening to you. Awesome. Kim, post a picture when you're done. Let me know how it went for you. I'm excited to hear about it. Okay, lots of people loving the bird. I know. So cute. I'm thinking how cute that bird would be. Like, it's in more like kind of primary colors in that, which the fabrics up close and personal are stunning. You're going to love it. But I'm also thinking once I have that file, like really cute pastel birds would be darling, wouldn't it? Or just a whole quilt of blue birds and all different blue fabrics. Oh, so excited about it. Because remember, we all deserve some me time, right? All right, everyone. Well, keep on posting, keep on sharing. I'd love if you loved anything from today's show, if you'd share it with your friends who also machine embroider or punch needle or might just be interested. We always appreciate you sharing the love of Kimberbell. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will let you go, but keep doing what you love and keep experiencing the joy of creativity. Bye-bye, everyone. Oh, and next week, I'll see you in Chicago. I'll film What's New Wednesday from there. See you then. Bye-bye.